Good afternoon to all the attendees. I would like to thank the leadership and organizers of the 48th CREBA anniversary event for inviting me here today. I am humbled by the opportunity to speak to industry peers, colleagues, and distinguished guests in what is the most important event for Philippine real estate companies every year. To Charlie Gorayeb, Toti Carino, Elsie Chua, and the officers of CREBA, my congratulations and appreciation go to all of you. Construction and real estate continue to face headwinds caused by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Nonetheless, amid economic slowdown and large-scale uncertainties, these industries have proven to be among the most resilient and could provide a platform for national recovery. At the same time, the unprecedented crisis has given rise to new opportunities. Shifting customer behavior and preferences spurred innovation across property developments and breathed new life to once overlooked real estate segments. This afternoon, allow me to share key highlights of how Robinsons Land continues to address customer needs and position itself for growth and sustainability. First, we introduced design innovations and added key property features that would support health, wellness, and digitally enabled lifestyles. With the growing preference for green, open spaces, rapid digital adoption, we have designed our commercial properties with priority first to cater to evolving trends and new space requirements. Our master plan subdivision, including Forbes Estates in Lip, Grand Tierra in Tac, Brighton Baliw in Bulacan, and Springhill at Pueblo Angono in Rizal, they all feature expansive outdoor amenities and abundant green spaces. These are also equipped with fiber internet connection to support work from home, online distance learning, and digitally enabled businesses. For our residential condominiums, we have updated our unit plans to have more open spaces and balconies, as well as a work or study area. We are also introducing a smarter way of living. As a matter of fact, we are transforming our condominium units into smart homes to support the fast-paced, digitally connected lifestyles. From switching on lights and unlocking the main door through an app to monitor the energy consumption of smart appliances, RLC is providing innovative ways to live conveniently. Residents can experience all of these in our projects like the Sapphire Block, Sing Towers, Shera Valley Gardens, and our newly launched Woodsville Crest and Amisa residences. In our malls, we have also set up alfresco dining areas, such as the Garden in Robinsons Magnolia and the Midtown in Robinsons Manila. These are equipped with contactless ordering and payment processes for worry-free and comfortable outdoor dining. For those who prefer contactless takeout transactions, we have also opened drive-through pickup stations in 42 of our 53 malls nationwide. RLC offices, meanwhile, are catering to the growing demand for flexible workspaces through its Work.able brand, sometimes known as Workable, sometimes known as Workable. This homegrown concept offers plug-and-play work areas, private offices, dedicated desks, and meeting rooms. Equipped with high-speed internet and other modern technology, such as digital flip charts, interactive laser projectors, and smart TV, Workable is an ideal workspace alternative for those without the proper tools, connectivity, or proper workspace. The future of real estate and townships will be smart cities. With this in mind, our destination estates are designed to empower a life of comfort, connectivity, and convenience. Bridgetown Destination Estate, Shera Valley in Cainta, and Montclair in Pampanga are our complete destination estates with residentials, offices, lifestyle centers, hospitality, and other leisure developments. They will ensure highly efficient and interconnected transport systems and robust IT infrastructure. Second, we launched digital solutions to create seamless customer experiences, making life easier for both our internal and external customers. Internally, we are increasingly automating operations to support our people, drive employee productivity, and improve business efficiency. At the head office level, we are enabling paperless transactions through automated workflow systems and an e-signing tool for faster turnaround. For our customer-facing employees, we have adopted, for example, the Jubo property management system for our hotels and resorts businesses. And for our residential businesses, we have adopted a seller's portal for our brokers and a buyer's portal for our residential customers. The Jubo software, for example, is a cloud-based hospitality tech solution for bookings and reservations, real-time inventory, point-of-sale management, and an insightful analytics on revenues, occupancy, and average room rates at different time frames. For our residential business, the seller's portal is a tool for brokers and agents. The portal can be used to check available units for sale, compute transaction prices, payment terms, and reserve a condominium unit. They can also upload documents to book the sale. It also has a section for online payment of reservation fees. We are also leveraging the power of technology to deliver great customer service and increase engagement. Complementary to the seller's portal, we also have a buyer's portal and a My RLC homeowners portal. Through the buyer's portal, our buyers can access their official receipts, view statements of account, and pay for monthly amortization fees. They can also get an update on the condominium that they bought. And as soon as a buyer moves into the unit or leases it out, the My RLC homeowners portal provides homeowners and tenants 24/7 access to condominium information and services on any device. They can file requests for documents and services such as gate passes, repairs and maintenance, and pay for association dues. The portal also provides access to another app, the Ring Rob Concierge platform, another RLC digital innovation. The Ring Rob Concierge is a digital concierge platform that lets a homeowner book services for daily essential needs like water delivery, laundry, home repairs, and various other services. In our malls, we also strengthen our online presence with the launch of Mall Dash. Mall Dash is an online e-commerce platform that provides our shoppers a convenient way to purchase from multiple part tenants in a single transaction and have them delivered to anywhere. For our hotels and resorts businesses, we are continually working to enhance customer experience through our improved websites for faster booking and a wider set of flexible payment options. Third, we listed Robinsons Land's flagship Real Estate Investment Trust, or REIT, RL Commercial REIT Incorporated, with the ticker symbol RCR, just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago to fuel our growth and expansion. RLC successfully listed RCR last September 14. It is the Philippines' largest REIT in terms of market capitalization and portfolio valuation. We are also the biggest in asset size with a gross leasable area of over 425,000 square meters. RCR also has the widest geographical coverage and longest land lease tenure. RCR has presence in 9 cities across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, including major CBDs, Makati, Ortigas, BGC, Quezon City, and Mandaluyong. It also has a land lease tenure of as long as 99 years and an average of 89 years across all properties. RCR's initial portfolio is composed of 14 high-quality commercial assets valued at over 73 billion pesos. These assets were carefully selected for its stability, diversity, and focus on the IT BPM BPO sector. In addition, trust and confidence of people in the Robinsons Land brand and the Robinsons Land track record. These qualities have enabled RCR to attract very strong institutional and retail investor interest, raising a total of 23.5 billion in IPO proceeds, the largest ever for any IPO for a REIT company in the Philippines. In the midst of the pandemic, REITs have democratized wealth and provided the average Filipino with opportunities to share in the income streams of real estate assets. By law, at least 90% of the REIT's income has to be distributed to shareholders annually. Through RCR, we are continually broadening the base of the country's financial system for a more inclusive economy. More importantly, RLC's REIT listing will contribute to accelerating the country's economic resurgence. By law, proceeds from the IPO must be invested in real estate and infrastructure projects in the Philippines within a year. This will undoubtedly help create jobs and stimulate the economy. For RLC, the listing of RCR crystallizes the value of RLC and enables us to secure new capital to fuel further expansion and new investments. Lastly, we strengthened our ESG proposition to foster responsible growth, reach underserved markets, reshape communities, and create value for stakeholders. During the height of the pandemic, amidst trying times, RLC provided salary continuance, financial support for frontliners, nutrition supplies, temporary accommodations, as well as free shuttle services for its employees. The company adopted remote work arrangements and provided tools to enable a digital workplace. We continue to ensure employee health and safety. To date, 96% of our head office employees are fully vaccinated. The company also fulfilled its commitment to nation building, supporting the nation's efforts towards recovery. As of September 2021, we have set up vaccination sites in 33 Robinsons malls nationwide in partnership with the LDUs. Together, we have already administered over a total of 1 million vaccine doses. In addition to this, RLC has spearheaded various COVID relief programs and donations to reach out to communities in need. RLC has also incorporated our very own foundation, the Robinsons Land Foundation, just last year, as a separate and independent effort from our flagship Gokongwei Brothers Foundation, Inc. Robinsons Land Foundation's social welfare programs are focused on supporting disaster response, health and nutrition, and child welfare and education. Moreover, we continue to help the Filipino through one of our pioneering social projects, the Lingkod Pinoy. Robinsons Malls was the first to bring to the public Lingkod Pinoy, a mall-based government center that houses various government agencies for the convenience and comfort of everyone. We have housed, for example, the DFA for passport renewals, the LTO for driver's license renewals, SSS, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, NBI, GSIS, PRC, etc., etc. This year, our malls have partnered again with COMELEC for voters registration. And starting this year, we have also housed the Philippine Statistics Authority for national ID registration. Currently available in 37 Robinsons malls nationwide, hosting a total of over 270 government offices, Lingkod Pinoy is providing every Filipino with easy, safe, and convenient access to government services. RLC is very serious about reducing its carbon footprint. As of September 30, RLC has installed rooftop solar power facilities in 24 of our malls, generating a capacity of over 30,000 megawatt hours. This translates to over 1.1 million trees planted and 67,000 tons of carbon dioxide avoided. We are also increasingly embedding sustainability in our operations through the intelligent use of water resources. As part of our wastewater conservation and recovery program, 30 of our malls and 8 of our offices are designed with either rainwater collection system or wastewater treatment and recycling facility to reuse water for non-potable uses, such as for toilets and for garden use. Aside from these initiatives in our malls, we are also a leading proponent of green office buildings. Our office portfolio incorporates environmental friendly and energy efficient features such as double glazed glass facades and LED lights that reduce power consumption. As a matter of policy, all our new Metro Manila buildings will be LEED or BERDE certified. Like many companies, Robinsons Land grappled with challenges caused by the pandemic. Nevertheless, we demonstrated our resilience through our diversified business model, product innovations for our customers, capitalizing on market opportunities, and integrating sustainability in our operations. Because of these, we have managed to maintain our financial strength and have positive EBITDA across our business units. At present, we are encouraged by the outlook for the real estate industry, which continues to be promising. The economy is showing signs of recovery every time the quarantine restrictions are lifted. With the continuous rollout of the vaccines, we expect the property industry to further improve in 2022 when majority of the population would have been vaccinated and we would have achieved a certain level of herd immunity. The introduction of REITs and the gradual easing of restrictions in the retail and hospitality sectors should provide strong momentum going into 2022. The world is opening up, and as with numerous crises that we have overcome in the past, we are confident that we will emerge from this stronger than ever. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President and CEO of Robinsons Land, Frederick Go. May we request you, sir, to stay for a while for some questions. At this point in time, I would like to turn over the floor to our chairman of the board, Chairman Charlie Gurayev.
Hi, Charlie.
Thank you, Abe. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Go. Thank you very much for that very nice speech. I'm sure that we have learned a lot from that. I'm sure that from your strategies, there is no wonder that despite the problem around us and even in the whole world, Robinsons Land is still out there, still very active, still developing. That only goes to show the kind of management that Robinsons Land has. Having said that, we have here a panel, Frederick, composed of Ms. Elsie Chua, President Toti, and Mr. Floro Precio, who will compose the panel, and we will now accept questions from those who are present in our midst. Abe, can we start?
Okay, sir. Right now we have one question or three questions here. Let me retrieve the question. It was texted to me privately. Okay, so let me retrieve it. Okay, so the first question is, how will Robinson's commercial rate listings affect Robinson's Land Corp, RLC?
Yeah, thank you for the question. First, I'd like to thank you, Chairman Charlie, for this opportunity to speak to CREBA. It is indeed a privilege to be able to face all of you this afternoon. Let me answer that question two ways. First, by listing RCR, Robinson's Land raised 23.5 billion pesos. And we have to spend the 23.5 billion pesos building malls, offices, hotels, condos, housing, industrial facilities, mixed-use estates, and of course land banking. No, the main benefit to RLC is that we were able to raise a lot of funds to fuel our growth and expansion. The second way that the listing of RCR will help Robinson's Land is we hope that it will reflect on our share price in RLC. RLC today, we only listed 65% of our office assets, and 65% of our office assets are worth today 67 billion pesos, no? Which I think sends a very clear signal to the market that the assets of RLC are worth a lot more than the current market value today. So we are hoping that the share price of RLC or the shareholders of RLC will notice this disparity and hopefully increase the market valuation of Robinson's Land.
Okay, thank you, sir. I think let me give back the floor to the panel if you have any questions.
Abe, I have a question regarding Frederick, regarding your Lipa Forbes. It's a very nice development and very nice place. It's a talk of the town here right now I'm here in Magba. It's a talk of the town. It's a beautiful development. And I heard that the cost of the lot is quite big. And we've been talking about this with people here, excuse me, around the area. And mind you, Frederick, there is a story behind that. You know, I have a small property here, about 5 hectares, that I'm toying of developing it and naming it Forbes until I heard about Lipa Forbes. But you know, my loss is a gain of Robinson and Lipa. And I'm sure, because I have a very small property, the best is better. I heard it's 20 hectares, your development. And I really heard that it's very beautiful. So welcome to Batangas. And I believe that should be the first high-end here in this area. I believe so. In fact, I heard you're only selling lots. No,
Yeah.
no house and lot. Is it true that the per square meter price is 20,000?
Yeah.
Per square?
Well, thank you, Chairman Charlie. This is really our highest end subdivision. You know, in the past for our housing developments, we had 3 brands. No? We had Springdale, Brighton, and Bloomfields. And we decided to introduce the Forbes brand for our, what we would call our highest end of our subdivisions. No? And in theory, we want to sell lots only. But of
Oh.
course, like all our other subdivisions, we will seed the development with a few houses. So we will build a few houses
Mhm.
to start the development to make the so that the subdivision won't look empty. No, so we like to build usually 3 to 5
Correct.
houses at a time. So in essence, we will only be selling lots only, but if the model houses we build sell, then we can keep building some more. I think our selling price is actually 25,000 per
Oh,
square meter in Forbes Lipa, Forbes Estate Lipa.
yeah, maybe the first time I heard about it. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe in your initial
maybe,
selling
maybe,
prospect.
yes.
Maybe.
And
Yeah,
we
maybe.
try to make it high
Thank
end. Like,
you. Thank you.
yeah, like the electrical utilities are underground,
Oh, that's beautiful.
things like that. No.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That should be the first uh, development here which uses the underground system of utilities. I don't know of any.
Yeah,
Even Balaraya, which is supposed to be a little bit high end, did not use the underground system utilities.
yeah. We have
That
a
should be the
Yeah, Chairman Charlie. We have a Bloomfield subdivision in Lipa. No, that was our highest brand before Forbes. So
oh,
when we created the Forbes, we said we had to make several points of differentiation to make Forbes higher than Bloomfield. No, so
I see.
one of those we thought of was to put underground electrical utilities para hindi pangit, di ba? Parang wala yung mga wires sa taas.
Correct. Yes. And besides, mas matibay yun during typhoon, hindi nasisira yung underground. Anyway,
Okay.
Abe,
Okay, Chairman, and Mr. President
yes.
Frederick.
Thank you, Frederick.
Maybe,
Thank you.
do you have any question, one of our panelists, Mr. Flor?
Yes. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Federico for the success of your more recent projects like Bridgetown and the other projects in Ortigas. My question is related to the REITs. In the past few months, there has been a kumbaga sabay-sabay na nag-i-issue ng REITs, no? Like A-REIT, DD REIT, the MPR, the Double Dragon, and then you have Philinvest, and then Robinsons, and most recently yung kay Mega World. So moving forward, Mr. Go, how do you look at this? And I read just this morning that there are a lot of other companies who want to go into REIT. No? So how do you make RLC or RCR different from the others in terms of this new instrument?
Oh, well, thank you very much, Mr. Ofresco. No, Flor, thank you for your question. And thank you for your felicitations on our successful listing. Yeah, I think what makes RCR different really from all the other four, no, is that all the other four are roughly about the same size in value. They're all about 30 to 35 billion pesos, I think. RCR is worth 67 billion pesos as of the share price today, which makes us the largest REIT, by far. And that is because of the size of RCR, and we have a very wide coverage. Most of the other REITs, they basically have they have very good assets, no, but most of them are based in one or two or three locations. In our case, we are located in nine locations. So we have a very wide geographical coverage. We also have a lot of assets that we put in, and we also made it a point to give RCR sustainability by giving it a land lease tenure of 90 years
59 years, yeah.
and almost as long as 99 years. No? So I think we took pains to make sure that RCR would be special by being the largest, by being the biggest IPO, by having the longest land lease, by having the widest geographical coverage. So we took all of these into account to try to make RCR a little more special. I
Mm.
hope the market appreciates that, and of course we have a huge pipeline that we could potentially inject into RCR over the next many years.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Go. But Ayala is trying to catch up as well as Mega World. So
I'm
it's
sure everybody will. I'm sure everybody will. It's part of the game.
Mm.
So it's up to us to respond also accordingly by infusing assets over time to try to keep that edge that RCR started with.
If I may, Ms. Ave, can I go into my last question, if
Yes,
I may?
please. Before we go to Ms.
Yeah,
Elsie.
I'd like to ask Mr. Frederick Go about the residential side, like especially the middle class, the middle. Everybody knows that it's really affected by this pandemic. How do you look at this market moving forward? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a $1 million question. Uh, our residential business, no, since the pandemic, has behaved in I would say three ways. First, our housing developments, no, where you sell land and house, have actually hit record highs.
Yeah.
We had our best ever year last year, no, 2020, which is the height of the pandemic. So I guess that's telling us that people are looking for open space. People are looking for independent dwelling units so that they can have more social distancing, perhaps. The second learning from this is that I think the house has become a more important part of people's lives, no? And our condominium unit sales actually are very good every time government
Oo,
lifts.
pinalipat mo, no? That's good. Para di nakakalito. Thank you. Thank you, my dear.
Yeah, every time government lifts the quarantine, sales goes up, no? But every time government locks down, sales drops again. So it tells us that the government response to the pandemic will be very critical to the success of home sales, no, whether high-end sales, mid mid home prices, or mid home sales, or low cost sales. No, I think we'll be very sensitive to the government response, no, and confidence of the people. The third learning is that I think the reality is cancellations have gone up, no? Because I think a lot of people have probably lost their jobs. So cancellations is really has become higher than ever before. But I guess the way we try to balance this is also to try to find ways to increase sales, no? So that as you bring up sales and cancellations also go up, your net sales continue to remain resilient, no? So I guess that's our response to this for the moment, no? To find ways to increase our total sales to be able to shield the cancellations.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ate.
Incident,
Thank you.
incidentally,
Mr.
thank you, Mr. Florofresh, our Corporate Secretary. Mr. Frederick, right now we have students here from our EdPrem course, and they are really learning from what you're telling us. So thank you very much. So we move on to our EVP, Mr. Elsie Chua, for your question.
Hi, Elsie.
Hi, Frederick. Thank you for being our guest tonight. And it's really very inspiring that, Robinson was able to, give us more motivation that we can make it even in spite of the pandemic. But I saw your portfolio. You have 80 hotels. And I like to ask you so many questions, but more of the tourism, maybe, because some of it, Flora have already asked you about residential. On the tourism side, the hotel section side, leisure, when do you think our country, because we keep on seeing news about we're the last to recover. At your end as a business, because me, I'm a very positive person. But for you, when do you think we could normalize? When do you think we could start saying we could invite this expat to come back? And if you will be given a chance to advise our DOT, what is your advice so that we can bring back the tourism, bring back the expats? So, Frederick.
Yeah. I think you put three questions there, Elsie. Well, as trivia, I've known Elsie since I was when I started. But you asked me three questions, so I'll try to answer the hardest one, which is your first question. When will tourism normalize? No, the best guess I have is in late 2022. No, probably in the fourth quarter of 2022, and probably in the beginning of 2023. The reason I answered that is linked to my answer to the second question, which is what will spur tourism to come back, no? And for me, it's as simple as lifting of cross-border restrictions. Twofold, international and domestic. The Philippines has always been about 70% domestic tourism. So the international tourism is probably around 30%. And to me, that is not as important as the domestic tourism, which basically answers your third question, which is how I wish the response to cross-border restrictions will be. And this is what I hope it will be. The Philippines, I think, should view itself as one entity. Meaning, if I travel from Manila to Davao, or from Cebu to Bacolod, or from Iloilo to Manila, I shouldn't have to get a barangay clearance in Iloilo to receive me and get a barangay clearance from my home in Pasig to receive me when I come back. And I don't think because right now what's happening is everybody just decides on their own when they want to lock down or when they want to stop visitors. And so there's a lot of flight cancellations. So people do not book flights because they're worried about the flights being canceled or the restrictions, a sudden lockdown or a sudden quarantine condition. So I think right now in the Philippines, my personal view, this is really just my personal view, na parang maybe we can view the whole country as one, as parang one locality, so that when you're traveling, maybe there's no need to have a checkpoint if you're driving to Batangas, or you're driving north, or you're driving south. Parang it can just become one. No? It's really the cross-border restrictions that's killing the hospitality industry. On international travel, I think I can understand all the quarantine restrictions, the tests, and things like that. No, because I guess it's a stretch to say to just allow any foreigner to come in and increase the risk or the health of our country. But within our country, parang sama-sama na tayo. Pare-pareho na tayo lahat eh. Parang we're all together anyway, di ba? So parang I think a lot of travelers find it very tedious to have to fill up a health app, a contact tracing app, get a barangay clearance from here, get a barangay clearance from there, get an RT-PCR test here, parang it's really tough. So the tourism industry is really challenged. But I think once cross-border restrictions are lifted, that's probably our best chance to see a hospitality rebound. But having said all of that, at the end of the day, I think the solution is really plain and simple: herd immunity, which will require vaccination of the majority. If a majority of the country is vaccinated, then I think really we can just lift the cross-border restrictions domestically.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We
Thank
shall
you.
be booking with Cebu Pacific already. Now, let me move on to our president, Toti Carino, for another question.
Well, it's not really a question. It's a rejoinder of what Frederick has been saying. If we are actually going to expect any kind of rebound from the tourism sector, we need to really come up with uniform rules. Maybe if we can simply address ourselves in creating rules on destinations. I'm here now in Baguio, and it's my first time to travel in almost 18 months from Manila to Baguio. And I was just looking at the way they were, coming inside Jane, inside Baguio City. It's okay. It's uniform. I mean, but passing through all the other towns and cities, you would see that some would have checkpoints, others don't have. So there seems to be this aggregation of the policies that we need to address ourselves to. So I agree with Frederick that maybe we need to really seriously look into that to encourage people to travel. If not, we're shooting ourselves. Thank you, Ave.
Okay, thank you, President.
Good
Before
topic.
we move on to the Q&A, do you
Abe.
have to say anything, Mr. President?
Yes,
Frederick?
Abe.
Chairman.
I think
I just wanted to say hi to Toti. I've also known Toti for some time.
Hi,
Old friends.
hi, Frederick.
Abe,
Yes, sir.
no wonder I've been looking
Si
to
Bob dito and Joey Antonio. Yeah.
I've been looking the whole day today to this guy. I didn't know he's in Baguio.
He's
Mr.
relaxing.
President, when did you go out to Baguio? Hanap ako ng hanap.
Yesterday,
I was worried. I was worried
I
because
came up
I've been,
with Joey Antonio and Buddy Zamora to have some meetings here. But we're coming down tomorrow already.
I've been asking Shermin, where were you?
To track you down.
Because of these afternoons.
Okay.
Anyway, Abel,
Yes, sir.
last question on REIT. Just a follow-up on what
Okay.
Mr. Opresio asked Frederick. Does the REIT law allow you as REIT proponent to infuse your subsidiaries' land or other assets?
Yes. Yes.
Frederick.
The answer, Chairman Charlie, is yes. You may infuse land. Yes.
Oh, so you can still make your REIT a lot bigger
Yes.
because of your subsidiaries.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's a good news. That's a good news. Don't worry, the President Oti will buy your REIT.
I think, Bob, yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
it's a good investment, really. It is very popular in Hong Kong, I heard. That REIT before, I don't know now.
It's very
After the
popular
Chinese.
all over the world, Chairman Charlie. A lot of the developed countries, a lot of the passive income, passive money are going into REITs in America, in Singapore, in Japan. It's very popular.
I think I see this as a better investment than stocks. Although it's stock also, strictly speaking, but it is solidly backed up by solid assets. That's the way I look at it. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this.
No, that's right.
Instrument.
That's right. That's right, Chairman Charlie. The REITs, basically, the component of REITs are income-producing assets,
Yes.
thereby giving the REIT shareholders very high yield.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
That's the way I
yeah, so if you're looking for dividends, REITs are the better option. If you have more appetite for risk and you have the time to wait for development, then you can consider the parent company, because then the parent company can undertake, for example, land development that may take a longer time to generate income. Whereas the REITs, they're already earning.
Yes.
You know, I just received a text asking how is he going to buy your share, where does he go? That's a
Ah,
question.
we are
President
just
Charlie,
Because apparently he wants to invest.
can you repeat that?
Yeah.
Nagarbled
You-
ka.
actually, I heard the question.
Okay.
We are listed in the Philippine Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol RCR. So anybody who wants to buy shares of RCR can just go to the Philippine Stock Exchange through any registered stockbroker and buy shares.
He cannot go to Robinson's land. No.
No, no po.
See, okay, I'll tell him that. Thank you, Frederick. Okay, Abe, any other question? Abe? Abe, what happened to you? Yeah, Abe. Ano?
Sorry, if I may, Tony Bernardo
Yes,
wants to
former
ask a
Commissioner
question.
Tony, yes.
Okay,
I was
Tony,
about to
yes,
say,
please. Shoot.
former Commissioner Tony would like to ask a question.
Go ahead. Go
Yes,
ahead.
hi, Frederick. I'd like to ask a question to my ka-birthday. We share the same birthday, although you were born many years later than I was. Anyway, actually, you answered my original question already. I was going to ask, as the pandemic resulted in a trend of buyer preference to subdivisions over condominiums? I think you answered that earlier. So let me just move on to an alternative question. It's not to politicize the session, but I just wanted to ask, next year is election year. So pandemic, elections, how is Robinsons preparing for this? Well, I guess the preliminary question is, would the elections have any effect on your sales, the way you operate? Okay, Frederick.
Hi, Tony. To answer your question, I think all businesses are hopeful that the traditional election spending, which spurs the economy, will happen. So I guess I guess most businesses are, especially the consumer-related businesses, are looking forward to that. And we think it should be a good first half for the economy in 2022 because of, as you said, the upcoming presidential elections.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sir Frederick, we have 3 more questions from our chat box, from our Q&A. One from Noli Alieja. Let me read from the very beginning. Where will the proceeds of the RCR go? Maybe go it. Bitin yung question niya.
Yeah, it will be spent by Robinson's Land to build malls, offices, condos, destination estates, industrial facilities, and hotels. So it will be spent for all the real estate projects of Robinson's Land.
Okay, thank you. And the next one from Joel Lau. How do you mitigate the slump in condominium sales due to concerns of the buyers for the structural integrity of high-rise condominium buildings due to earthquakes, since the country is located in the Pacific Rim? Here in Davao City, many condominium developers were hit hard due to the strong earthquakes of 2020.
Yeah, I think we do have a standard response to that inquiry, wherein we explain that our buildings are designed to the highest standards of building design for earthquakes, and that's otherwise I think known as the California earthquake design standards, no? Because that's already so sort of recognized in the world to be the top of the line, so to speak, no, for design standards. So we do have a standard response to that, written by the structural engineers that we have engaged to explain how Robinson's Land buildings are designed. And I hope that they can find comfort in that response.
Very well said, sir. Another question from our past president, Jaime Cura, or Jimmy Cura. Considering the adverse effects of the income and purchasing power of the consumers due to the heavy pandemic-induced economic reversals, how significant have your price adjustments been?
Hi, Jimmy. Thanks for your question. Actually, baliktad. I think the question presupposes that we have been giving discounts because of the pandemic, but actually the opposite is true, no? Actually, we have been increasing our selling prices regularly, even during the pandemic, no? I think our projects continue to sell very well, and even when we launch new projects, they tend to be very well received by the market. So we're even able to increase prices po. So we so far have not used discounts as a tool to counteract the pandemic. And probably the question was sent in before I answered the
Yes,
presidential
yes.
question of floor, but actually our sales have been better than ever, especially in the land and house segment.
Okay. And then, sir, we have one last question from Mr. Andy Maniala. With a quite challenging vertical market in the NCR, will you be having more horizontal projects in other more progressive regions?
Hi, Andy. I also know Andy for a long time. A lot of old friends here, actually. But
I think you have some fans here, Mr. President. Frederick.
thank you, thank you. But I think in general, there's no deliberate effort on our part to have more horizontal projects. I think the way we're divided in Robinson's Land is we have 8 businesses, no, and every business has a chief executive, and it is the role of the general manager of the business to grow their business. So the general manager for the housing segment, for example, is different from the general manager of the condo segment. So each of them are expected to keep growing their business independently of each other. So I wouldn't tell the condo guy, hey, you slow down because I want the housing guy to speed up faster. Both of them have to grow their business. So there's no favoritism, so to speak.
Okay, thanks, sir. Let me give the floor once again to our chairman of the board, Charlie Gorayan, please, before we move on to our next segment.
So, other questions? Any more questions? Abe,
Wala na po, sir.
any more questions?
Wala na po, sir.
More.
Thank you, Abe.
Okay, so
Thank you,
with
Sir
that, I'd like
Frederick.
to-
See you soon in our next meetings.
Chairman Charlie, maraming salamat po.
Salamat, Frederick. Maraming salamat
At this
sa'yo.
point in time, we would like to award you with the Certificate of Appreciation. This certificate is proudly presented to Mr. Frederick Digo, President and CEO, Robinson's Land Corporation, for the valuable insights, the guest of honor and speaker during the Cope and Rise Together as One webinar hosted by the Chamber of Real Estate and Builders Association, CREBA, given this 15th of October 2021 by our Chairman of the Board, Charlie A.B. Gorayev, and our President, Mr. Noel Potico Carino. Maraming salamat po, sir, at sana po ay mag-ingat kayo palagi.
Maraming salamat po. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Chairman Charlie. Thank you, Noel, Elsie, Flor.
Bye. Thank you, Frederick. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Abe.
Thank you so very much. And
Thank you again, Frederick. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
that was a very interesting speech by our guest of honor and speaker. Mr. Chairman, we would like at this point in time, before we go to our major sponsor, we would like to thank once again our sponsors for tonight. Boys and Paints for our raffle prizes. We have Pag-ibig Fund. We have the National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation, and we have the Asian United Bank. Right now, we would like to call our major sponsor, AUB, the AVP and team lead for home loan, Mr. Reginald Garcia, and the VP FinTech Unit Head, Ms. Leslie Villanas.
Hi.
Hi.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening. Before I start, I would like to congratulate Chairman Charlie Guerrero, President Noel Toti Carino, all CREBA officers and members on your 48th anniversary. Thank you for this opportunity to join you this evening. I am Reginald Garcia of AUB Consumer Lending Group. I am here to present a brief presentation of AUB Home Loans, our product and process. We can finance up to 80% of the total contract price with a minimum loan amount requirement of 1 million.
So Reg, can you see?
Yes, Les.
Is it moving?
Not yet.
Sorry, I'm not sure why is it not moving here. There you go.
Okay, that's it. Okay. So again, we can finance up to 80% of the total contract price with a minimum loan amount requirement of 1 million. Our current offering rates are as follows: 6% fixed for 1 year, 6.5% fixed for 2 to 3 years, 7% fixed for 4 to 5 years. For the long term, maximum is 10 years for a loan lot purchase, 15 years for condominium, 20 years for house and lot and townhouse units. The eligible borrowers are individuals who are gainfully employed with a work tenure of at least 2 years and connected with the present employer for the past 1 year. We just need a certificate of employment and latest payslips. While for the self-employed borrowers, we just need the standard business papers, latest bank statement, and audited financial statement. For the foreign borrowers, they are eligible to apply for a loan purpose of acquiring a condominium unit with 3 years of residency in the Philippines, supported by an ACR with permanent resident status. Loan requirements are the applications form, proof of source of income, and valid IDs. As for the collateral, we just need a copy of the contract to sell or reservation agreement and the developer's statement of account. On top of our offered rates, we have our Home Rate Protect program. It is currently the best in the industry in terms of assuring our borrowers with a secured and cost-saving future and a guaranteed repricing rate of only 0.25% and a cap of 9%. To better appreciate the cost-saving feature of AUB Home Rate Protect, we have provided a short video for your indulgence.
Own your dream home without worrying about the increasing long-term interest rates. AUB's preferred home loan gives the best repricing offer in the market with Home Rate Protect. How does Home Rate Protect work? It protects you and your savings from the yearly increase of interest rates. Your yearly interest rate increase is only 0.25% based on a payment rating of 100%. House and lots are applicable under 15 and 20-year loan terms, while condo units are applicable under a 15-year loan term only. If you have a 1 million peso loan amount with a 15-year loan term and an interest rate of 6.5% for other banks and 7% for AUB, from year 1 to year 5, interest rate is fixed at 6.5% for other banks and 7% for AUB. From year 6 to year 10, other banks' interest rates increase around 1%. However, with AUB's Home Rate Protect, interest rates will only increase by 0.25%. From year 11 to year 15, other banks' interest rates will continue to increase until the 15th year. For AUB, increase in interest rate stops at 9%. You can also get more potential savings with AUB's Home Rate Protect. All new and existing AUB home loan clients can enjoy the Home Rate Protect. Why pay more if AUB can help you save more with your home loan? Imagine the possibilities of your savings with AUB's Home Rate Protect. Apply for an AUB preferred home loan today by emailing homeloan@aub.com.ph.
So there, shelter your loved one's future with AUB home loans and turn your dream house into
Sorry.
reality.
Hold on, Sir Reg.
All right.
There you go.
Again. Let AUB shelter your loved ones, future with AUB home loans, and turn your dream house into reality. And now for the next presenter, she is the Vice President and Head of AUB FinTech Unit, Ms. Leslie Wicoco Villegas, to discuss with you other AUB products and services.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, I'm Leslie Villegas of AUB. Before I proceed, please allow me to greet the officers and members of CREBA. Happy anniversary. Thank you for inviting us tonight and to be part of this celebration. Thank you for giving us an opportunity to provide updates on our products and services. So our team, the FinTech unit of the bank, is basically handling part of the electronic and payments and financial services of the bank. So consistent with the bank's goal to provide innovative products and services and to support, of course, Bangko Central's goal to a cash-light economy, I am here to discuss with you the latest facility in our cash management services, our collection via InstaPay. So what is InstaPay? InstaPay, for those of you who are not familiar yet, InstaPay is an electronic fund transfer facility that allows our customers or your customers to transfer funds or payments of up to 50,000 to any participating banks or e-money issuers in the Philippines. So currently, we now have about 40 plus participating banks and e-wallet issuers nationwide. So our collection via InstaPay is an innovative collection service that will enable our partner institution to receive payments, funds from the customers using the multiple channels of InstaPay of all the participating banks and e-money issuers. So what are the features of this product? So our partner billers will be assigned a specific 6-digit code, which will be added to your existing customer account number. So our target market here, of course, are businesses who are challenged with their collections nowadays, especially that it is pandemic. So once you have this facility, you will also have a real-time viewing of your collection payment details via AUB preferred online banking. So the settlement of the collected funds from your customers will also be automatically swift to your to your bank account with AUB. So what are the benefits if you will avail of this facility with AUB? If it will definitely expand the collection payment channels of your company, and the monitoring of your collection will become very easy on your end. Ayan. So how does this work? Example, you will see that the payer here are your customers, and this will allow you to collect from your customers from different banks. Ayan. So all they need to do is to access their online banking or their mobile banking to any of the participating bank of InstaPay. Ayan. So they have to log in and then choose fund transfer and choose InstaPay. So once the necessary details will be required for them to input, like the account number, the amount to be paid, and of course, some details that are required by the company. Once submitted, it will go through BankNet, and AUB as the participating bank will receive the payment, and at the end of the day, it will be swift to the account of the company or our partner biller institution. Yeah. So how does it work? You will see I have here screenshots of an e-wallet here. So basically, the user just needs to choose AUB as a destination bank and then fill the necessary details like the account name and the account number, which is specific to your customer. Example, that they need to pay you like your amortization for the houses, for payment for the condo dues, ayan. And then send. They just need to confirm the details, and the payment will go to AUB as the receiving bank. So as I've discussed earlier, all the collected funds will be transmitted or transferred to the bank account of our partner billers. So another here is a sample of a screenshot. This one naman po is a screenshot from a bank account. The other one is an e-wallet, and then the other one is a bank account. So at the end of the day, all our partner biller institution will be able to see the report just like this one. So there is the required reference number, the name of the payer, from what sending institution the fund came from, and the amount of payment. So just so you know, CDC Homes Development is one of our collection payment merchant right now. So all their customers and clients may pay through the following channels already. Ayan. So ito po yung isa sa mga partner biller namin institution. And the one that I'm discussing earlier, the facility, this one is via InstaPay. This is coming soon before the end of the month. CDC will be able to receive payments from their customers even if they do not have a bank account with AUB. So kahit saan pong bangko yung maintain ng customer po ninyo, they will be able to pay you or our partner biller institution from any bank account to where they maintain their funds, pambayad po to our partner billers. So the next topic naman po that I will discuss, the first topic that I discuss is of course directed to our partner institution. These are corporate accounts or businesses that of course challenge especially this pandemic, no. Kailangan po talaga ngayon you will be able to collect collection is really crucial nowadays. So the next topic naman po is our AUB Hello Money. So this is our target here are individuals. Okay. AUB Hello Money is an e-wallet. It's a prepaid bank account. We launched in 2019. So the goal is, of course, to reach as many Filipinos as we can to support financial inclusion and, of course, digitalization goal of BSP. So as of today, we have already opened about 1.5 million prepaid accounts since we launched it. So during the pandemic, we see the rise po of our transactions from fund transfer, bills payments, and online shopping has been consistently increasing since then. So to share with you more about our AUB Hello Money. So it's a prepaid bank account that you can open anytime, anywhere. So you don't have to go to our branches just to have this one. So this is already paperless. All you have to do is to download the Hello Money app in the App Store and register. So our prepaid bank account has a 200,000 monthly load limit and account balance limit. We don't require any initial deposit or maintaining balance, and we also don't charge a dormancy fee. So what are the features of our Hello Money? Of course, as you will see in the slide here po, medyo ano siya, marami na po siyang features right now. So you can view your account anytime. We also have a virtual MasterCard. This is for our online shopping, for those who are really into online shopping. The fund transfer facilities there, the bills payment, which I discussed earlier, is here. We also have e-loading, pera padala for those of you who are used to sending money to your loved ones, for example, dun sa mga areas po in the Philippines na medyo malayo talaga, no, at sanay pa dun sa mag-cash out dun sa mga remittance centers. So we also have that in the app. And of course, our cashless payment via QR code. Our app is already enabled to read the QRPH code or the national QR code po that was just recently launched by BSP. In fact, it was just launched last Tuesday. So ibig sabihin po, all the merchants that will show a QRPH logo or code, kaya na po niyang mag-transact. I mean, your Hello Money app will be able to read that code and to pay our merchants. Ayan. So another feature po of Hello Money that I would like to highlight is, of course, the pay bills, which I am highlighting just as I have said earlier. CDC Home is already our merchant. So once you want to pay something for CDC, like your amortization or your dues, all they have to do is to tap pay bills, and then all our partners biller institution are already listed there, and this is the sample. all they need to do, the users just need to, of course, input the necessary details that are required, the name, the amount, and then it will definitely go to CDC. Yeah. Your account, the account of Hello Money users will be debited and the payment will go to CDC. So other features po of the product is, of course, for cash in. Ang question po lagi, how will I fund my e-wallet? So our users will be able to cash in to any of our AUB branches, of course, and fund through 7-Eleven, yung mga click kiosk po inside the 7-Eleven. They also accept cash in for our Hello Money. And then for cash out naman po, just like what I have discussed earlier, we have remittance centers or cash out partners. All the Hello Money users can send po money and to their beneficiaries and cash out that money to the following cash out partners like LBC, Palawan Express, and of course, ML Luwilier and Cebuana Luwilier. Yan. So there you go. I'm going to show you how easy it is to register. So I'm just going to play a video po for everyone so you would know how to register with our AUB Hello Money. There you go. So thank you, everyone. Should you have further inquiries from our existing products and services, you may go to any AUB branch or email me at villegaslw@aub.com.ph, or you may also email hellomoney@aub.com.ph. Thank you, CREBA. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so very
Yes,
much,
Abay.
Leslie and
Villegas.
Reginald.
Baka mag-anak ko pa yan.
Po, sir?
Abe,
Kamag-anak
pala yan,
kamag-anak ka
baka-
daw niya.
Ay, ganun po ba?
Kay kayo nawawalang apo. Ay, apo.
Villegas po is from my husband's side.
Ano?
Asa yung husband niya nawawala?
Husband mo, taga saan? Taga
Taga
saan
Batangas
husband
nga
mo?
daw po. Meron po silang mga relative
Oh,
po sa
correct.
Batangas. Yeah.
Oh, yun na nga.
Oo, Villegas, si Batangas eh.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you very
Chairman
much.
Charlie.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Creba.
Thank
Creba.
you so
Thank you,
much.
Melcy.
Okay.
Miss Jo,
So,
thank you.
So next, Abe.
sponsor AUB. Yes, sir.
Next.
Okay. So we will move on very fast now. We will now go to the lighter side of our program. But I would like to remind you that we have raffle prizes. Okay. We have
Okay.
one smart, of course, five microwave ovens from Boysen, 5 consolation prizes from Boysen, and we will raffle off one smart TV, 50 inches at the end of the program. So please stay tuned, don't leave, because it will be physically present. Now, I would like to call our VP for Chapter Affairs, Miss Jocelyn Humol, to introduce our motivational speaker for tonight.
Motivational.
Motivational, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, good evening,
Yeah,
everyone. So we move on to the lighter side of our program. At this point, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, who is a highly sought after celebrity inspirational speaker in television, radio, and conferences in the country and abroad. He is the national best-selling author of the book, Laugh with God Today, Unang Ihip. This first helping of the Laugh with God series has been declared National Bookstore's national bestseller 2 times, having sold more than 10,000 copies in just little over 2 months. To this date, around 100,000 copies of the book were sold in different bookstores nationwide. He is known to employ a unique laugh out loud LOL kind of humor in communicating his penetrating insights on life, the world, and our relationship with God. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Crebans, let us be inspired and welcome Mr. Michael Angelo Lobrin.
Maraming salamat po, Vice President Joe Yumol. At syempre po, I would like to acknowledge, of course, and give my sincerest thanks to our National Chairman of CREBA, Chairman Charlie Goreyev, at syempre po ang ating National President, Sir Noel Toti Carino, and my good friend, Tita Elsie Chua, na siya po ang dahilan kaya po ako nakasama po dito sa inyo. Alam niyo po, mas malaking karangalan po sa akin na makasama po dito sa event na ito. Though maraming adjustment, who would think na ngayon ang mga inspirational speeches, ang mga trainings ay online na. Parang kailan lang, imposible po ito. Pero ngayon, magkakasama po tayo online. Kaya nga po, on this short but sweet at malaman na inspirational and motivational talk, may isa po kong ihilingin sa inyo. Hanggat kaya nyo po sanang buksan yung inyo pong mga cameras para alam ko namang pong may kasama po ako dito. Kasi alam nyo po, ang hirap pong magsalita. Naranasan ko minsan, nagsasalita ako. 1 oras na po ako nagsasalita. Nako, Chairman, wala na palang tao dahil naputol na po yung internet ko, no? Kaya nga, sabi ko po, ang hiling ko po sa inyo ay sana po, kasama ko po kayong lahat ngayon ay tsagain nyo po ko sa ilang minuto na ito. Alam nyo po, Chairman at mga kaibigan sa CREBA, makulay po ang buhay ni Michelangelo. Hindi po ako nagsimula bilang isang public speaker or trainer. Ako po ay dating seminarista. 2 taon na lang po, pari na po ako. Hindi po ako natuloy magpare kasi naisip ko po, napakahirap po magpare pag may itsura ka. Ano po, no? Ang tawag doon, kababa ang loob. Sabi ko nung kay Cardinal Sin, Eminence, si Cardinal Sino kasi ang obispo ko noon, komedyante rin niya, sabi ko, Eminence, ayoko na magpare. Sabi sa akin ni Cardinal, naku Michael, sayang ka. Kung ganyang kadaldalang pari ko, malaki-laking koleksyon na makukuha natin. Sabi ko yun nga po, Eminence, wala pong kita sa pagpapare. Imagine niyo, ang alay sa mga pare, puro papaya. Pwede po ba? Tigil-tigilan na natin ang pag-aalay sa pare ng papaya. May mga kaibigan po kong pare nasa ICU ngayon, not because of COVID, kundi nag-LBM, kakakain ng papaya. At tigil-tigilan nyo na rin po ang pag-aalay ng dilata kasi hindi naman po nasunugan yung mga pare. May mga kaibigan nga kong pare, sa sobrang dami ng dilatang alay, yung nanay po nila may sarili na pong grocery na pure gold. No? By the way po, ang mga jokes ko pang matatalino lang po. So pag hindi po kayo natatawa, alam nyo na po. Ayan. But you know, kidding aside, alam nyo ho, tayong nasa corporate world, si Michelangelo nasa corporate world na rin po ako. I have a training company. We help people and especially organizations in building great organizations through human resource, public speaking, training and development, and as well, marketing and branding. Pagkatapos ko mag-seminarista, paglabas ko ng seminaryo, naging professor ho ako sa 4 na universidad. I teach philosophy and theology at the De La Salle University in Manila, Manila Doctors College in Pasay, St. Paul, Quezon City, and at the Entrepreneur School of Asia. Ganyan po kadami ang ginagawa ko, Chairman, dahil gipit na gipit ho ako. No? Marami ho akong bayarin, Chairman. No? Alam niyo ho, may isa ho akong payo sa inyo. Please don't take life so seriously. Ask me why. Ask me why, please.
Why?
You know why? Because life is not taking us seriously. So please, let's enjoy life. Nakakalungkot to kasi, Chairman, mga kaibigan sa CREBA, Ang dami yung sa atin, successful na entrepreneurs, successful na mga negosyante, ang tataas ng posisyon sa mga korporasyon. Pero parang napaka-miserable ng buhay natin. My dear friends, at the end of the day, what's important is the beauty of life. I always tell people na pag kayo po nagising sa umaga, ngingiti kayo. Bakit? Dalawa lang. Unang, hindi naman utang na loob ng Diyos na ginising ka. Pangalawa, tandaan nyo po, wala kayong karapatang sumimangot, lalo na kung hindi ka naman kagandahan at kagwapuhan. Tulong mo na lang sa sarili mo yan. Kasi imagine niyo, pangit na kayo, masama pa ugali nyo, nakasimangot pa kayo, baka kunin na ho kayo ni Lord niya. No? Alam niyo ho, maiksi lang ang buhay. Si Michelangelo, 39 na po ako. Though I look like a fetus, 39 na po ako. Nung nag-39 na po ako, natakot na po ako kasi sabi ng Bible, the life of man is 70. 80 for those who are strong. Eh palagay na lang ho natin hanggang 80 ako. Kahit hanggang 80 ako, bilang ko na lahat. 80 minus 31, may 41 na Pasko na lang ho ako. 41 na bagong taon. 41 na birthday after noon, patay na ho ako. Natakot na po ako. Pero nung nakita ko po kayong lahat ngayon, nawala ang takot ko. Bakit? Dahil kung ako natatakot na, paano pa ho kayo? Eh di ba? Eh mas matanda po kayo sa akin. Di ba? Alam nyo kahapon, no, I was invited. Alam nyo po, may isa ako secret, pero ito nakwento ko na to kay nakwento ko na to kay Tita Elsie. Alam niyo po, nagbibigay din ho ako ng branding and marketing strategies, not just to companies, but I also give branding to politicians, no? Kahapon, no, may mga kausap po ako na mga tatakbo for national government position. And I always tell them, my dear friends, at the end of the day, positions, power, they are but temporary. Kaya sabi ko sa mga senador at mga congressman na ito, may isa pa doon, presidential, wag ko kayong yayabang. Sandali lang mo ang posisyon. Alam nyo na nagkaroon ng COVID, lahat naging pantay. Walang mahirap, walang mayaman. Pwede magkasakit ang mahirap, pwedeng magkasakit pati ang mayaman. Kaya nga po, at the end of the day, my dear friends, I hope you understand, even you have already reached the peak of your career, even you have reached the sabihin natin, na pillar of your wealth, at the end of the day, you will leave this earth. And I'll tell you one thing that is for sure, nobody leaves this earth alive. Lahat ho tayo mawawala. So please smile, lalo na pa nagkakaedad na tayo. Please smile. Pagka tayo po ay nagkakaroon na po ng mga nakikita natin kumukulubot ng ating muka. Alam niyo ho, napasok ko na rin po ang show business. Malamang napapanood niyo po ako sa GMA7. Artista po ako sa GMA7. Komedyante po ako doon. Pero negosyante po ako talaga. Kung natikman niyo na ho yung aking produkto, yung Simple Suka, ako po may-ari noon. Ako gumagawa ng suka ni Andox. Imagine niyo ho, pinasok ko na po lahat. Bakit? Kasi this time of pandemic, lahat po tayo tinamaan. You have to be innovative. Ako sabi ko nga, it's either you innovate or you evaporate. Yun lang naman yun eh. Innovate or evaporate. But tonight, as you celebrate your anniversary, dear friends, in the industry of real estate, I hope to intend to journey with you for the duration of this short talk with a very modest but substantial goal. By the end of my engagement with you, I only wanted a certain degree of awareness from you. Awareness. Yes, in Tagalog, kamalayan. I only wanted that we become more aware of both what is happening inside, within, and in the outside. A simple awareness is an act so plain and obvious, but it is something that we rarely, if not at all, take notice. This morning, when you woke up, did you notice that the sun ever shone up? Yes, the sun has been up, but we take it for granted. Or did anyone from among us ever question whether the faucet will work? No, we simply turn the knob assuming that there is water that would come out. I need you to be aware, dear friends. More aware if you already are. At the end of the day, if I would have made you more aware of who you are and what you do, then I should merit this day or this short talk already a successful one. Alam niyo po, yan ang kulang sa mga Pilipino, kamalayan. Ang biro ko nga, ang mga Pilipino kahit hindi nagdodroga, adik. Ano pa ba itsura ng mga adik? Hindi niyo makausap ng tama. Sa 10 sinabi niyo, paulit niyo, 11 mali. Ang mga Pilipino parang nakadroga. Bakit? Wala sa malay. Dito ka lang makakita ng bansa na pag may baha, lumalangoy. Nung nagbaha sa Japan, Australia, lahat nag-iiyakan. Dito pag may baha, lahat naglalanguya. Minsan naman, Dito ka lang nakita na naumpugnat, nadulas na, pinagtatawanan pa natin. No, minsan naglalakad ako papunta sa isang building ng isang corporation that I was invited to do training as a consultant to the Chief Executive Officer for Branding and Marketing. Naglalakad ako papunta ho doon sa kanilang building. Kasi ang pangit naman kung gumagapang ho ako, di ang dumi-dumi ko nun. So, naglalakad po ako. May nadaanan po kong manhole. Ang lalim nung imburnal, walang takip. May nalaglag dun sa kanal. Yung kawawang nalaglag hanggang dito yung tubig. Malunod-lunod siya. Lahat na nakakita sa nalaglag, nagtawanan. Ako lang ang hindi tumawa dahil ako po yung nalaglag. Ano po? Tayong mga Pilipino lang ang may ganyang kultura. Dito ka lang makakakita ng mga tao na hindi na kailangan itanong, tinatanong pa, di ba? Pag ikaw ay sumasakay ng jeep, may sumisigaw, oh, kubaw, 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 may lalapit manong kubaw, hindi, tugigaraw, sama ka. Back and forth tayo, hanggang mamatay tayong dalawa, buisit ka. Nung nagtuturo ko sa school, sabi ko sa mga estudyante ko, lasal na po ito ha, get one whole sheet of paper, may exam tayo, may magtataas pa rin ng kamay. Sir, one whole, one whole Manila paper, back to back ang exam mo, buisit ka. Times New Roman, fonten hanggang mamatay ka. Hindi na kailangan itanong, tinatanong pa, di ba mag-aminan tayo? O wag na ho kayo magsisinungaling, nakikita tayo ng Diyos. Di ba kayo namimili kayo ng paring sisimbahan? Pag hindi nyo gusto yung paring nagmimisa, hindi naman kayo nakikinig sa misa. Wala kayo sa focus, paikot-ikot ang ulo nyo. Lahat napapansin nyo sa simbahan, walang electric fan, basag ang salamin, may gagamba, ang pangit ng pare. Lahat na lang napansin nyo. Para yung kapitbahay namin hindi makapagtapos-tapos magrosaryo, kasi pag nagrosaryo, lahat napapansin niya. Sabi niya, sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, ng Espiritu Santo, Aba, Ginoong Maria, pakisara nga ang pintuan, Aba, Ginoong Maria, ang bintana na nakabukas, sumuulan, Aba, ayan ang timba, nadulas ang lola mo, Aba, Ginoong plancha nakasaksak, kaya sabi niya magrosaryo, Aba, Ginoong Maria, napupuno ka ng bintana, ang Panginoong Diyos ay sumasapinto, bukod kang pinagpala sa babaeng plancha, at pinagpala ka naman ng inyong anak na timba. Ayan, kung ano-ano na nasabi, dahil wala sa focus. Focus should be part of being aware. Awareness as life wisdom, dear friends. The great Maya Angelou says, be present in all things and thankful for all things. I tend to agree with her. Awareness leads us to a wisdom which we can benefit from, and that is appreciation. Becoming aware means that we allow the value of the world to unfold to us. Becoming aware means that we permit the beauty of the world to showcase its worth upon us. Getting to know someone is precisely as an act of awareness that leads us to appreciation. As indeed for yourself, you can do great service and justice for yourself, yes. If only you become more aware of your own giftedness and skills and learn to appreciate even the limits the world impinges upon you. Ramana Maharshi says it very succinctly. Your own self-realization is the greatest service you can render the world. Alam niyo po, nung naging artista po ako, ang dami ko naging endorsement. Malamang nakikita niyo po ang mukha ko sa Chooks to Go, Potato Corner, RC Cola.
Nawala.
Ang mga royalty po ninyo, ako na po ang mag-endorse. Marami ako mabibenta. Dahil yung mga tao po, pagka nakikita po ako sa television, oh Michael, natatawa kami sa'yo. But you know, what I'm really offering to people is this. This is the kind of inspirational and motivational talk I'm giving them. I want them to appreciate the beauty of life. Have an attitude of gratitude. That is the key to success. Ang problema kasi sa mga Pilipino, kaya malulungkot, reklamador. Pag mainit, ang init. Pag malamig, ang lamig. Sana naging uod ka na lang. Yung uod, wala atang nararamdaman. Pag ang ulam isda, nagrereklamo ka, isda na naman, hoy. Bago ka magreklamong isda na naman, ikaw ba naramdaman mo yung naramdaman ng isda nung pinrito siya? Magpalit kayo ng isda, ikaw ang iprito at sabihin ng tilapia sa'yo, taon na naman, napapatay mo yung tilapiyang yan. Mga kapatid, do you want to be happy? Yung mga hindi po sumagot, simula ngayon, lugmo kayo hanggang mamatay kayo. Do you want to be happy? Of course. Lahat tayo gustong maging masaya. The secret of happiness is this. Don't count the things that you don't have, but rather the things you have. Count what you have. This pandemic gave us one beautiful gift. Alam niyo kung ano yon? The gift to stop. This pandemic gave us that gift. Huminto tayong lahat. Noong nagka-pandemya, lahat pantay-pantay. Walang hirap, walang mayaman. Lang,
Nag-freeze.
Nag-freeze ka, Mr. Michael.
He disappeared.
Sayang, Joe. Ang galing pa naman ni Michael.
Ang galing, oo.
I'm so sorry po.
Ayan.
There, he's back.
Nahulog po. Nahulog po ako sa linya. I'm so sorry
Nahulog
po.
ka?
Yes, opo. But
Okay.
Going back to what I'm saying, dear friends, that is what this COVID-19 gave us. It gave us the gift to stop. Kahit may pera tayo, lahat tayo pwedeng biling sardinas, 5 lang. Lahat tayo pwedeng biling alcohol, 5 piraso lang. And yet, we are given this opportunity to think, to look at life in a better way. I hope after this pandemic, this is my prayer, we become better people after this one. Both for ourselves and for the world around us. We have to appreciate the value of appreciation. Repeat, we have to appreciate the value of appreciation. To appreciate means to understand fully or to recognize the full value or worth of something. In your organization, may I suggest thematic themes that we can all use to further discuss the strengthening of our values and redirecting of our movements towards our articulated goals and visions. Alam niyo, yan ang nawala sa value. Sabi ko nga sa mga politiko noong nakaraan, nakakalungkot dati ang uso sa gobyerno under the table. Ngayon, meron na ring above the table. Time will come, including the table. Pati table kasama na. Nawala na ng values ang mga tao. My dear friends, life is short. Appreciate what's in front of you. Appreciate what you have. Alam niyo po, whenever I'm hired by corporations to do branding and marketing strategies and human resource development programs for them, I always get these questions from the CEOs and the president that hired me. They ask me, Michael, I want you to help our company to be good. So I asked the owner, sir, after we made your company good, what's next? I want you to make it very good. Oh, wow. Nalagyan lang ng superlative. Now, after we made it very good, sir, what do you want to do with the company? I want you to make it excellent. Sir, after we make it excellent, what are we going to do next? I want you to make it great. Now, sir, after greatness, what's next? Sabi ko sa akin ng CEO, kaya nga kita hiner, wag mo ko tanungin ng tanungin. Ikaw ang wala nang kasunod after greatness. Sabi ko sa kanya, no sir. After greatness, we must aspire for significance. I believe companies that are significant, that offers significant products will stay. The values that will be articulated in your organization. I will be borrowing from the methods of David Copperrider's The Appreciative Inquiry. According to Copperrider, at its heart, appreciative inquiry is about the search for the best in people, their organizations, and the strengths, field, and opportunity-rich world around them. Appreciative inquiry is not so much a shift in the methods and models of organizational change. But appreciative inquiry is a fundamental shift in the overall perspective taken throughout the entire change process to see the wholeness of the human system and to inquire into that system's strengths, possibilities, and successes. How then do we bring out the best in our organization? That's our question. Number 1, discover. First, I invite you to discover. Discovery means we are invited to appreciate what already works. Remember this, in every organization, Say a company or our company, something works, and this we cannot deny. The fact that an organization is alive and continues to become, we can safely assume that some processes and procedures in there are working. If we situate it, we can also say that in our company, something truly works. We should cease to become a company if nothing is working. That's the hard truth. So I would invite you to identify which areas of work and the process that it entails are actually working. Be generous in identifying them. Pasensya na po pala kayo kung ang bilis ko magsalita kasi nakalagay lang ho sa kontrata ko, 15 minutes. Diyos ko po, introduction pa lang ho yun eh. Hindi pa ho ako tapos nun. Ito nga akong ginagawa natin, introduction pala. Kaya please indulge some minutes pa ho bago po ako matapos ho. So that's the first, discover. Second is the dream stage. Dream. The dream stage is where you are able to consider the question, what more can we aspire for? If something works, then we are also sure that it is not a perfect process because nothing is perfect. No system is perfect. No person executing the system is ever perfect. There will always be room for improvements. Our openness to improvements are the best ingredient to growth. I always tell people, don't be afraid to commit mistakes, even in businesses. Bakit? Kaya nga mistakes, it means you miss a good take. E di retake, just don't repeat the same mistake. We should never stop asking, where in what I do can I aspire for greatness? Alam niyo po, in philosophy, what's important are not the answers, but the questions. I hope you still ask questions. I hope you still ask, why am I here? Dream. Number 3, design. After articulating the vision to be greater than we were yesterday, then we should start designing the path towards becoming better. The dream stage will remain futile if there are no concrete plans on how to achieve it. Dreaming is important, but a design in order to launch that dream is equally important. Marami akong mga natulungang kumpanya ang gagaling sa analysis. Ang problem with analysis, sometimes it lead us to paralysis. If you keep on analyzing only and never design to execute it, analysis will lead you to paralysis. There must be a roadmap to success. Kaya alam nyo, whenever I'm hired by company, sabi, oy, can we hire you mga 3 months lang, 6 months? But they want me to help a big organization. You want me to do it 6 months? Sabi niya, oo, para naman maka-discount kami sa'yo dahil mukhang mahal ang talent fee mo, professional fee mo as consultant. Sabi niya, pwede bang discount? Of course. Seminarista ho ako, hindi ako mukhang pera. I still give discount for God and for country. Now let me ask you, are you God? No. Are you country? No. Oh, walang discount, no? Hindi ka kasi God, hindi ka country. There must be a roadmap to success. Success is not achieved by random actions. We cannot just say, ay, sinuwerte lang. No, we must work our suerte. The vision become more clearer. A path when given a design which enables us to concretely imagine what lies ahead. It is good to also ask ourselves now, have we planned enough as to see the concreteness of our vision? Alam niyo ba, nung nagpandemya, ang dami rin nung nangyari sa akin pagbabago. Hindi ako sanay ng online, sanay ako sa live audience. Alam ni Tita Elsie yan. Ang hirap pa, pagka may konting audience, meron ka pang face mask. Sabi ko nga, Diyos ko, nabuhay nga ako dahil hindi ako nagka-virus. Namatay naman ako sa bantot ng hininga ko. Ang hirap kaya ho magsalita na panig-panaog yung hininga mo, tapos kakakain mo lang. Imagine niyo kung kumain kayo ng longganisa ng January, pagdigahin nyo September na. Nalasangan nyo pa ho yung longganisa dahil naka-face mask po kayo. The vision become more clearer if there is given design. Have we planned? Ask yourself. 4th, deliver. The last methodic stage or process in the appreciative inquiry is the delivery. Here is where the provision of the process begins. When we implement the concrete steps which we have planned to undertake, delivery is the creation of opportunities in the most concrete sense. This is the time to implement what has been designed, as was informed by our discoveries, as has been articulated by our visions. Kaya magandang tinatanong din natin ang ating sarili kung ang mga bagay na pinagpaplanuhan natin ay naisa sa katuparan natin ng maluwalhati o baka naman puro plano-plano lang, walang execution, walang concretization. One time I was asked to be a consultant to a chief executive officer in one of the top corporations in the Philippines. Alam niyo, sabi ko sa kanya, "Sir, if you will hire me, I'm a very frank person. I'm not money-oriented. I'm not after your money. I'm before your money." Natawa ho yung CEO. Sabi ko sa kanya, "Sir, as your consultant, ito lang ho ang rule natin sa kontrata. Sasampalin kita ng katotohanan, pero hindi kita hahalikan ng kasinungalingan." Bakit? Dahil pag napunta ka sa impyerno, damay ako. Dahil ako ang huli mong kausap. Minsan ang problema ho sa mga boss na gaya ninyo, marami kayong consultant, sinasabi lang sa inyo kung ano yung dapat nyong marinig. Gusto nyong marinig. Hindi. Ang totoong kaibigan, ang totoong consultant, ang totoong gumagabay, sasabihin sa iyo ang nararapat mong marinig. The entire cycle of discovery, of dreaming, of designing, of delivering, if taken and observed religiously, can inspire great changes in the organizations. Changes that are positive in approach. Changes that are born out of a desire to be better and not out of desperation on account of a lingering problem. The methodology of the appreciative inquiry has taught me personally to allow the good to shine and to see the shadows truthfully. This process, if I may, can also be used by your organization to improve on aspects that we feel needs upgrading, on areas we feel needs updating. Appreciative inquiry will give us an opportunity to be better. Given this paradigm, let me summarize and try to encapsulate everything that I have said for the past few minutes with these thoughts. Shared responsibility, accountability, and productivity. In every organization, it is imperative to act as a sociality. There is an intersection between the self and the others, the I and the thou. But mere sociality does not define an organization. Hindi naman kayo pumunta dito sa kumpanyang ito o sa grupong ito para makipag-ugnayan lang. There are things to do. There are responsibility to fulfill. Baka kala nyo po ang inyo pong anniversary ngayon tungkol sa raffle. Ang dami nyong pinaparaffle, ha? Napansin ko, Chairman, mukhang nakakaluwag-luwag kayo sa buhay. Ang dami nyo pong pinaparaffle. Magdadagdag ako ng raffle. Mamimigay ako ng 10,000 sako ng bigas. Nakasaing na po. So 3 taon na kasi nangag po kayo. Mamigay na rin po tayo ng 250,000 worth of funeral services. At pag nabunot kayo, non-transferable po ito, ha? At kailangan nyo po siyang gamitin in 3 days, ha? In 3 days. But more sociality does not define organization. There are things to do. Of the many things that we must remember, any organization is only as good as the responsibility that is shared from and among its stakeholders. Everybody has a responsibility to carry. Everybody has a duty to contribute to the entire team. Evaluate this area in these 4 Ds of shared responsibility. Number 2, accountability. To be made an account of something means that a responsibility was accepted, and therefore expectations are to be met. I can only take you from the parable of the talents, here as expounded by no less than Jesus Christ himself. He who has much, because he has proven himself, much more was given. But he who did not have a lot, because he did not live up to the calling, even the one that he was taken away from him. Accountability is the man-up invitation to all of us. If we can accept responsibilities, then we must be man enough and woman enough to accept its consequential expectations. Explore now the 4 Ds of accountability. Last but not the least, at the end of the day, we must ask ourselves, what have we become after doing what we were asked to do? I want us to go beyond success in terms of monetary gain. Alam nyo, masaya ho ako pag nakakapagsalita ako sa harap ng mga politiko ng bayang ito. Because I had the chance to remind them. I told our politicians, baka pwede ho makiusap mga sir at ma'am. Wag ho muna kayo magnakaw ngayon. Kasi nakakalungkot, marami pa rin ho sa inyo nagnanakaw kahit ang daming namamatay na tao. Kahit maraming Pilipinong nagugutom. Mga nawalan ng mahal sa buhay. Baka pwede naman hong makiusap sa ngalan ng Panginoon. At sabi ko sa kanila, wala akong pakialam kahit wag nyo na ako imbitahin dahil baka na-offend kayo. Kasi ko sa mga politiko, pag tinatamaan po kayo, ngiti kayo nang hindi ko kayo mahalata. Kasi malalaman nyo po pag pikon, nako, guilty si congressman. My dear friends, let us go beyond success in terms of monetary gain. Nung bata ho ako, 3 lang ang pangarap ko, maging sikat, makapagsulat ng bestseller na libro, at yumaman. Nung medyo natikman ko na po yan sa murang edad, na-realize ko hindi pala po yun ang mahalaga. Ang mahalaga po pala ay relasyon sa Diyos at sa kapwa. Aanin nyo yung yaman nyo, nakakabwisit naman kayo. Aanin nyo naman yung anyaman nyo, pero lahat ng tao nagagalit sa inyo. Dalawa lang naman po ang tao sa mundo. Yung mga blessing at yung mga buwisit. Alam nyo, malalaman nyo, pag blessing kayo, patay na kayo, sa kwentuhan, binubuhay pa kayo. Pero pag kayo, buwisit, buhay pa kayo. Pinapatay na kayo. Saan po kayo doon? Are you a blessing? Or are you a buwisit? I want us to ask ourselves, anong nangyari sa pagkatao ko pagkatapos kong gawin ang mga gampanin ko? I think this is the real score in assessing productivity. I think this is the real score to assess if your chamber, your group, was able to succeed in any way. That in as much as we are being asked to do something, then we must also see what effect it had unto us. For ultimately, it is us who will be face to face with the reality of whether or not we truly succeed. Time will come, lahat po tayo ay haharap sa Diyos. Lahat tayo ay magsusulit. Nalala ko nung inimbita ako ni Tita Elsie sa kanyang kumpanya, I reminded our sellers, our partners, that our real business in real estate is not really to sell houses. But our real business is to build homes. To secure every family. Sa isang lugar na tatawagin nilang tahanan. Ang ganda ho sa Tagalog eh. Tahanan. Kung saang katatahan, pagka malungkot ka. Kung saang katatahan, pag masaya ka. Kung saang katatahan, pag ikaw ay may tagumpay. O pag ikaw ay may kasawian. To all of you, dear friends in CREBA, I pray for all of you. May the good Lord take good care of you. May the Lord bless abundantly your companies so that you will be able to give more employment. I think that's the blessing of being a business person, that we are able to create employment, that we are able to secure families' food in their tables because of our businesses. Walang bibitaw, kahit anong mangyari. This COVID-19 is here to stay. Maniwala kayo sa akin. Huwag na kayo mabuisit sa COVID kasi kahit mabuisit kayo sa COVID, sabi ng COVID, mabuisit ka na mabuisit, dito lang ako. Hanggat wala kayong malakas na bakuna, hanggat wala kayong gamot, dito lang ako. But tandaan nyo po, if God is with us, who can be against us? The Lord has created us in a way to innovate so that we will never evaporate. Find opportunities in the midst of difficulties. And with your strength, with the blessing of God, let us turn crisis moments into defining moments. So wala pong bibitaw. Parang sabi nung nanay sa anak, magsusupermarket tayo, huwag kang bibitaw. Naku, maraming tao sa Robinson Supermarket, baka mawala ka, huwag kang bibitaw ha, humawa ka lang sa palda ko. Sabi ng bata, opo, hindi ako bibitaw sa palda mo kahit anong mangyari. Sabi ng nanay, huwag kang bibitaw, pag ikaw bumitaw ka, papaluin pa kita. Sabi ng bata, promise nay, hindi ako bibitaw sa palda mo kahit anong mangyari. After 30 minutes, may announcement sa Robinsons, tananan, nananawagan kami sa magulang ng batang nawawala na may hawak na palda. Ayun. Kaya pala nagtataka yung nanay malamig na, nakapanty na lang pala siya. Bakit? Dahil nawala yung bata at anong bilin niya sa bata, huwag kang bibitaw. Mga kaibigan, huwag po kayong bibitaw sa isa't isa. We can only draw strength from God and from one another. To all of you, maraming salamat po. Please remain happy and blessed. God bless you po. Maraming pong salamat.
Thank you, Michael. Let's give a round of applause to Michael. Hey.
Thank you, Michael.
Okay, Madam Jo, before we go to our computerized raffle, I would like to, at this point in time, kasi medyo maganda yung sinimula ni Michael, no? We're so inspired and we are really so, anong tawag dyan? Parang kumalma kaming lahat, Michael, no? This is really very inspiring. I would be calling some of our officers, board of directors and members to say a few words of encouragement before we go to the raffle so that we can hear from you, no? So I would like to please prepare Ms. Jo Yumo, Ms. Tetchi, Mr. Flor, Mr. Tony, and Madam EVP LC. Okay? So I would like to start with this before I turn over the floor to Jo. I'm so inspired with Michael that this pandemic gave me the chance to really pause and became more productive, especially in the field of education with our CREBA LaSalle EdPrem team. And we were so innovative. We did not really waste time. We encourage each and everyone to really enroll and become part of this education. So I would like to do a shout out to all our students who are here. They're texting me already and sending me pictures. I'm so inspired by you, and I would like you to continue. And for those who have not enrolled, please make your time valuable and make your time really make it precious and do the enrollment in this course. I would like to borrow a word from Benjamin Franklin. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So, thank you, Madam Jo. Let me start with you. Jo Yumo.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I can see that our participants to tonight's webinar are really having fun. They enjoyed not just Mr. Frederick Go's presentation, but also Michelangelo's very inspiring, albeit humorous delivery of, guide on how we can all cope during these times and how we can even rise above it all. So thank you very much to everyone. Your presence here is a testament of your ability to actually withstand and pivot amid trying times. And congratulations, CREBA and Miss Elsie, for this webinar. And I hope to see all our fellow CREBANs soon, whether online or in person. Thank you. Nakamute ka, Ma'am Ave.
Sorry, Madam VP Tetchi Bautista. Nakamute ka, Madam. Ang hirap mag-navigate, no?
We cannot hear you, Ma'am Tetchi.
Nakamute ka.
No, nakamute ka pa rin.
Okay, let's move on to our Vice President again, Ms. Evangeline. Banji Iya. O, nakamute ka. Lahat kayo nakamute ka. Okay, go.
We are a group of practitioners the international realtor members, and we can turn 30-minute conversations into 3, 13, or 30 million peso sales. So,
Nag-mute siya uli. Nag-mute siya uli.
Are you done, Miss Banji?
yeah,
For 3 minutes to 30 million sales. 30 seconds, you mean?
30-minute conversation.
30 minutes. Okay. Okay. So thank you, Miss Banji. Let's move on to Commissioner Antonio Tony Bernardo.
Hi, good evening again, everyone, and nice to see you all. Well, we have all been challenged by this pandemic, and I guess all of us have been racking our brains on how to deal with it and how to come out of it. Just a few months ago, at the height of the pandemic, I met with our lawyers and I gave them our strategy for the rest of the year. I said it's SIT, survive, innovate, and thrive. Innovate being the middle word which connects the two, because to survive, you have to innovate, and to thrive, you have to innovate. So my message to my fellow Crebans, together we will survive, innovate, and thrive as we all look forward to better days ahead. Thank you and good evening.
Okay, so let's go to our Corporate Secretary, Mr. Floro Presio.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to CREBA. Tayo talagang, kumbaga, ang foundation ng ating CREBA industry. Napakalaking bagay nitong nangyayari sa atin. Itong pandemic has become a very big challenge. Hindi lamang sa ating negosyo, but including our health, even our survival. I'm sure every one of us, or a big portion of us, have experienced na nawalan tayo ng kung hindi man kamag-anak, a person very close to us, no? So anyway, naalala ko lang yung sinabi ni Michael Angelo kanina, yung paghawak sa palda, hawakan niyo mabuti at ganun talaga, at isang pinakamagandang hahawakan ay susundan ko na rin yung sinabi ni Michael Angelo, no? Dahil naging spiritual siya, ito talaga ang talagang solusyon sa lahat sa atin. If I may quote, read to you the verse, Philippians 4 verse 6. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. So maraming salamat, mga kaibigan. Itong panahon na to ay talagang kailangan tayo ay manalangin. So thank you.
Amen. Amen to that, Mr. Flor. Okay, let me call on Madam VP Techi. Madam VP Techi, your floor.
Hindi pa rin siya marinig.
Hindi pa marinig. So, okay. So, mamaya, ayusin mo yung audio. Let's go to our inspirational short word from our EVP, Madam Elsie Chua. Madam Elsie.
Hi, hello, sandali. Abe, thank you very much for being our master ceremony today. I'd like to congratulate again our CREBA Chairman Gurayev, our President Toti Carino, for having this celebration natin, mag-webinar, kasi it's been 18 months tayong naka-lockdown, and this trigger yung ating anniversary. We keep on extending na dapat yung ating convention i-celebrate, but because of this Delta, we're bound to be just doing this webinar. Other than that is yung we'd like to thank yung mga fellow Crebans natin na were not able to survive fighting this COVID. That's why we dedicate this portion to them. But other than that, ang intention natin is for our fellow Crebans to give them hope na tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo, na we have to be happy that we're all survivors, and let everyone know that our industry is very resilient. It's comprised of people like you, everyone in this CREBA, and who remain resilient amid the adversities. So sa akin, maganda ito nangyayari sa atin. I hope this is a starting point to rally within among us. Together, we will not only survive, but thrive as we can to look forward for better days. And together, as CREBA, we will all continue to serve our missions to provide homes to the Filipino nation. And together, we will not just survive, but thrive. So, ito pa lang yung umpisa natin, and I'm sure we have more webinars to come. Thank you, especially to the Secretariat, Vice Chairman, for doing a lot of follow-up to our members. And thank you to our team who organized this webinar. To Andy as well. Andy, yeah. So ito po ang umpisa natin, hoping every 2 months, at least, we will meet again until mag-open, mag-normalcy na, then we can meet in person. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Madam Elsie Chua, our EVP. May audio ka na, Madam Tetchi? Wala, okay. So I will call on our chairman because after this, we will be going to the raffle prizes already. Mr. Chairman of the board, Charlie Gurayen. Mr. Chairman, nakamute ka.
Ana,
Yan.
you can hear me?
Yes.
No, I said, what happened to the president? He's supposed to give us
He's
Oh.
he's with his guests having dinner already.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So on behalf of the president also, Elsie, thank you very much for pulling this all together in our 48th anniversary. I didn't know we have reached 48 years, and I would surmise, I would say 38 years of my life out of 48 devoted to CREBA, because this is my 38 years. If CREBA is 48, I've been with it 38 years. But no regrets. Guys, you have a very excellent speech. On the serious side, you have Mr. Frederick Go, who gave us other things, business strategies, the RE, which is important and will help recover maybe faster than we thought. And on the lighter side, Mr. Michael Angelo Lubrin, who gave us a very nice talk. In fact, during the initial start of his talk, I called my wife here beside me so that she can listen to the talk of Mr. Michael Angelo, because I like it. In fact, I was about to ask LC, ano ba yan? Lighter talk na yan? Because I really, alam mo naman ako, hindi ako mahilig pala. Dito sa television o YouTube, cable TV, ito wala kami. Wala kaming regular TV program. So, the their talks. The serious portion was very nice also, and the lighter talk, as Abe and Elsie would say, was very nice too. Although the portion where we remembered some of our colleagues who passed away, and we are thankful that we're still around, especially my friend Laura Precio, because she's almost my age, I believe. No, bata pa si Flor. Flor, yung taon ka na? Flor, yun totoo.
Mr. J,
nandito ka sa akin.
I am a proud 68-year-old old man.
Batang-bata pa. Marami ka pang, naku, Diyos ko. Marami ka pang paluluhain. Nasa bahay ka ba?
Nasa bahay lang. Oh.
Naku, wag. Okay. Anyway,
gusto ko nang pumasyal sa Batangas.
anytime you're welcome here. And besides, I wanted to ask Elsie, yung mga scholars natin next time, can I bring them in and participate in the Zoom? Kasi lalo na ganyan magaganda yung mga business na speakers natin on the side of business and on the lighter side. Parehong maganda napakinggan ng mga bata. And second, hindi naman ako God, hindi ako country, hindi ako nanghihingi ng discount sa kanya. Nandiyan po ba si Juan? Kasi tawag mo kasi kung magkano bayad doon. Kasi
Alam ni Shermin.
Si Elsie ang manager nun.
gusto kong imbitahan yung iniisip ko, Shermin, nakuha na yung symposium ng mga scholars. Baka sakaling hindi matuloy-tuloy kung anong nangyaring lockdown na naman. Pero that has been postponed and canceled for 3 times already. And I intend to hold it maybe middle of November. Again, total mag-graduate na yung mga next year. Gusto ko siyang imbitahan yung ganyan. Ano, Elsie? Mag-uusap nga tayo, ha?
Okay, Mr. Chairman.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so
Pangbata naman po.
with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for, on behalf of the President and in celebration of our 48th year. I hope that we meet again on the 49th and especially on our golden anniversary. And
50th.
hope that I'm still around by then. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You will be around. Magja-jogging ka pa eh. So, okay.
Jogging naman ako rito.
Magja-jogging ka dyan eh. So, 50th anniversary will be 2 years from now. So, we will be, God willing, we will all be here with all of you. Okay, so let's go now to the raffle, the most awaited Miss Madam BP, Joy Yumol, and your team. Take it away.
Okay, so up for grabs tonight. Unahin po natin 5 coffee makers. Ang unang coffee maker natin ay tadaan! Paikutin na po ang ating ruleta. The multicolored ruleta, if you notice, your names are there. Congratulations to Fournier Ambay. Okay.
By the way, you have to be physically present here.
Are you here?
Zoom presence.
Fournier, wala na siya.
Okay.
Wala na siya. Wala siya. Okay. So, sorry, remove. Okay. Another chance.
Hindi naman umiikot tayo.
Oh, yan. Iniikot daw po niya. Okay. Franklin Fuentebella, are you here? Please raise your hand.
Franklin,
Wala rin.
Tagalog.
Walay din po siya. Wala rin.
Siguro they should chat in the chat box.
Yeah, hindi. Pero tinitingnan ko sa attendees, wala eh.
Okay.
At ang susunod,
Wait. Eh bakit nandun ang pangalan ni Franklin?
kasi sir, nag-register po siya.
He was here.
I see.
Opo, lahat po nag-register. Yung iba po nag-uwian na. Malayo pa daw sila, kagaya ni Franklin.
Mata-traffic.
May flight pa daw siya.
To Bacolod.
Cecil Sibayan, are you here? Wala rin daw po si Cecil Sibayan.
Pagkati-hatian na lang kaya natin yan.
Pwede din po. Sa akin na yung TV, sa inyo na lahat. Okay.
I do it. Okay.
Mildred Hipolan, are you here? Yes, she is. Yes.
Okay, congratulations.
Mildred is here. Okay.
All these prizes are from Boysen, Madam
So
Jo.
please, Secretariat, take note of our winners. First winner, Mildred Hipolan. Yes, she is here. Next. That's Mildred from Davao. Congratulations. And thank you for joining us tonight. Our next winner is Marilu Garbes from Pampanga. And yes, she is here.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's our second winner. Our third winner of a coffee maker is Noli Alieje. Yes, Noli is here.
Amigo, congratulations.
Yay, amigo. Congratulations. Ilan na yun? Tatlo na. Okay, dalawa pang tama. Tatlo na. Okay, so next. Winner of a microwave oven ba o coffee maker? Ano ba?
Coffee maker.
Coffee maker.
Five coffee makers.
Is Erwin Teodoro. Nawawala. Wala na siya. Wala na po. Next. Remove yan. Next winner is tada! Lucrecia Telio. Nawala. Wala siya. Wala rin. Next winner is fourth coffee maker from Boysen. Thank you, Boysen. Pinky C. Wala rin siya. Wala. Ang nandito si Bobby eh. Okay. Tada!
Andiyan ba tayo?
Andiyan ba kami?
Abay dapat, nandito tayo. Okay, Ana Rose Dolalia Pe is here.
Naniniwala ako, Abe, na nandyan tayo pag nanalo tayo.
Coffee maker from Boysen. Thank you, Jerry, Sir Jerry. Okay, fourth coffee maker. And the last winner of a coffee maker is tada!
Coffee maker without the coffee.
Yay, Sir Nolly. Who is this?
Mr. G, kape na lang ang kulang.
Noreen Estrada, are you here? Wala.
Wala. Punta ka rito.
Wala. Another.
Sagot ni Chairman yung Barako, coffee ng Batangas.
Okay, give us another spin. And the winner is
Rebecca.
Rebecca Chongson. Wala siya. Rebecca Tongson. Wala siya eh. Tongson. Wala talaga.
Para tayo nagko-convention sa Visayas ito ah.
Siyempre.
Okay.
Tara! Oh,
Oy, from Weni
mag-donate daw ng
Biko.
kapit barako.
Ay, Weni,
Pilar
Batangas.
Bulawin is here. She
Yes.
is in the house. And now,
Yay!
sums up our 5 winners of Coffee Makers.
Thank you, Boysen.
Boysen, once again, thank you. And now, microwave oven.
5 of them.
Okay, 5 microwave oven spin na win.
Donated by
Spin a win.
Oh,
Ferida Wow. Wala.
Pwede
Wala
sa
siya.
Pwede sa perya ito si Joy Umul.
Yes, syempre. Okay, at ang makulay na roleta ay iikot na naman.
Bagay na bagay sa perya.
Yeah, of course. Laking perya po tayo.
kulang lang dyan, daga.
Jocelyn, kapangalan ko, Sir Dan. Wala na siya. Pwede bang Jocelyn Yumul na lang yan?
Pwede.
Malaki naman ang ganda ni Jocelyn.
Uy, si Lynn
Yumul.
Serdan yan. Estudyante natin.
Okay, another spin. Tadaan! Umiikot ang bolang kristal. Si
Uy, muntik na.
Alfredo Caballero. Wala po. Muntik na siya kay Albert eh.
Oo nga eh.
Katabi. Okay, next.
Di ba pwede yung
Ikutin
katabi?
po natin uli. Basta lahat ng nag-register kasama dito.
Weni, kasama ka
Esmilan,
dyan.
grabe.
Uy, hindi na yan. Wave na yan. Wave.
Tess Milian. Ma'am Tess.
Ma'am Tess.
Wala, nasa si Tess.
Andito. She is in the house.
Ibigay. Nandyan.
Sobra naman kayo.
Lahat ng
Teka, hingin muna natin ang kanyang
Bago siya mag-wave.
waiver. Ayan, naka-raise hand pa nga siya eh.
Sige,
Okay, first winner of microwave oven from Boysen is Miss Tess Milan. Let us go to our next winner. Ikutin ang bola. Nagpa-thank you eh.
Alright.
Huwag kayong
Huwag kayong
assume. Oo. Huwag kayong assuming. And our next winner is Paulo Luis Francisco. Wala rin siya. Wala.
Walay.
Thank you very much once again to our raffle gift sponsors, Boysen. Our one and only partner, Boysen. Okay, Helen Kabigting, wala rin po siya. She is not here. Okay, paikutin po uli ang makulay na mundo ng roleta. Walay. Next up, Red.
Si Red. One of our students, Red.
Ala, wala na siya.
Ay, wala na siya, sayang.
Alam mo, nakakapagod yung ginagawa mo, Jo. Assign mo na lang sa amin yan para tapos na.
Andiyan daw si Red. Okay. Panalo ka, Red.
Ay, nandiyan si Red. Hi, Red.
Red is present, ma'am.
Okay, Red.
Winner. Okay,
Red
sige. Ikaw
present.
naman next. Lourdes Jimenez. Are you here, Lourdes Jimenez? Going. Wala rin siya dito eh.
Palagi na nanalo ng microwave.
Next. Ilan na yon so far? Isa pa lang, ano? Dalawa na. Ang test siya kasi Red. Okay. Next. Rose Dulalia. Are you here? Yes.
Congratulations.
She is here. And Rose, you are the winner of the third microwave oven donated by Boysen Paints. Next. Fourth winner is... Uy, Okay, Vic Untalan.
Si Vic,
John Vic
okay.
Untalan, are you here? Yes, nandito siya.
Baka
Okay.
nag-golf.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Victor Untalan. Apat na yon.
Pang-apat.
Yung pangalan natin.
Pang-lima na.
Okay, and the last winner
Hindi pangalan natin eh.
of a microwave oven is... Uy, kaano-ano mo ito, Red? Maylin Daso. Aba, 2 daso ang winner. Alright. Ay, ano ba yun? 4th winner pa lang si Vic, di ba? Ano ba?
Baka sumobre, mag-abono.
Uy, 4th winner pa lang si Vic, 5th winner si si Maylin. Tama ba ako?
Ako na signal dito, kaya walang tawa.
Correct, ma'am, correct.
Okay, I am correct. So, eto na po ang ating pinakahintay. Yay!
Go,
Ito
go,
na ba?
go.
Okay. Adjourned. Adjourned. See you all again in December. Ito na po. One smart TV. 50 inches.
Smart.
Andito daw si Fegaw. Paano yan? Bakit kanina wala ka sa attendees?
Kasi pag tinawag, kailangan physically present. Zoom present.
Bakit kanina wala? Wala siya.
Padagdagan mo na lang sa voice.
Padagdagan mo na lang isa para
wala
kay...
daw ang net niya. O sige, bigyan ka na rin namin. Anyway, tinawag ka sa coffee maker.
Bahala na si Pia.
Alright, so you are a winner, Fegaw. So now, ang ating pinaka-abang-abangan, there are still 134 participants in the house. And the lucky winner of one smart 50-inch TV donated by Boys and Pains. Shout out again to Sir Jerry Chan. Salamat po. Okay, game. Ayan at ang maswerteng.
Hindi naman naikot eh.
Ayan po, naikot na. Okay, wag ninyong dadayain. Ako yan dapat. Okay, pakilakasan daw ang ikot. Ikot pa ulit.
Isa pa. Oh, General Bautista.
Absent yan, absent.
Absent.
Jean, paano dyan yan? Paring Jean, di ba?
Wala.
Si Jean.
Wala.
Nandiyan si Kaching.
Ay, wala nga eh. Wala.
Okay.
Walay.
Iba po ang pangalan na Techi sa ML. Okay.
Napakahigpit to, nagbobolang daw.
Kasi inaabangan niya.
Tayo po ay maging fair. Okay. You know, hindi po conjugal ang panalo. Okay.
Para sa mga single, hindi conjugal.
Hindi, cannot be, barawan. Okay. Paikutin ng matagal. Pwede, mas matagal na paikot ng bolang kristal.
Sino ba nagpapaikot niyan? Sino nagpapaikot?
Aba, hindi ko po alam kung sino nagpapaikot. Hindi ko po kontrolado yan. Ako po ay announcer lamang.
Oy, butik na si Jimmy Pura, oh.
Jackie Lou,
Jackie Lou Trinidad.
Are you here?
Are you in the house, Jackie Lou?
Yes,
she is.
She is. Okay.
She is present.
Oh.
Congratulations, Jackie Lou Trinidad, for winning the top prize from Boys and Paints, a 50-inch smart TV.
Thank you so much, Boys and Paints.
Joe.
Sir.
Joe, excuse me. Is Jackie Lou Trinidad from a chapter? Remember?
Jackie Lou, taga saan ka? Can you, sa chat? Are you? Jackie Lou, saan kang are you Mandaluyong daw? Sa IRM ka ba? CREBA? Or a regular CREBA member? Hello.
Balita ko,
Sorry, meron tayong mga winner kanina from Davao, from saan pa ba yung mga winners natin ng
Taga
Meron
saan
naman pong nanalo.
Taga
Meron-
saan si Jackie Lou?
Jackie Lou is from
NCR?
Mandaluyong, NCR. Oo.
Royal
Homes daw. From Royal Homes Holdings.
Thank you,
Okay,
Jerry.
congratulations to all our winners. And once again, thank you everyone for joining this fun evening
Thank you. Thank you.
sharing, learning, and celebration. Congratulations, Miss Elsie Chua. Congratulations, and thank you, Chairman Charlie. And thank you for a job well done of hosting tonight, Ma'am Ave.
Thank you, Madam.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, Elsie. Thank you,
Thank you, Miss
Charmaine.
Jo. As we
Thank
close our
Hindi ko
online event
Thank you,
celebrating
sir.
CREBA's
Grabe.
40th anniversary.
Hindi ko naantayin yung cash raffle ni Mr. Chairman. Hindi ko naantayin.
Sabi niya meron na wala.
Sa atin lang dalawa yung floor. Ko naman.
Okay. So, ladies and
Good night.
gentlemen,
Thank you very much.
Night.
Good night.
Congratulations,
Thank you,
Creba.
everyone.
as we close our
Bye-bye.
online event celebrating CREBA's 40th anniversary, I, along with the other officers, would like to express our thanks for your presence here today. It is a great privilege to be here today with you, especially after the many challenges we have encountered during the last months.
Well said.
Good night, everyone, and God bless you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night. Thank you.
Celso. Naya
Okay
ka
po.
na.
Okay.
Dami
Good
na
night,
nagbago
good
sa
night.
mundo.
Sino yan?
Buti ka pa, hindi ka nagbabago.
Thank you, Boysen.
Receivables Program's flagship key shelter agency, National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation, pioneers in the
Thank you,
operation of the
NHMFC.
secondary mortgage market in the Philippines. In 1977, by virtue of Presidential Decree number 1267, NHMFC was created to establish a viable housing finance system and address the country's growing needs for housing. As an attached key shelter agency, under Department of
Thank you,
Human
Charmaine
Settlements
and
and
team.
Urban Development, the National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation envisioned to be the leader in the development of innovative programs that provides liquidity in the housing sector and boosts the availability of housing finance. An integral support designed and developed to implement NHMFC's securitization operation is its flagship program, the Housing Loan Receivables Purchase Program, or HLRPP. HLRPP encompasses 4 different programs. Home, or Purchase of Originated Economic Low-Cost Housing Receivables Program. Shelter, or Socialized Housing Loan Takeout of Receivables Program. Mabuhay, or Maginhawang Buhay sa Bahay Program. And the Balay Verde, or Building Eligible Resilient Dwelling for Everyone. Through HLRPP, NHMFC buys the housing loan receivables from the primary lenders to replenish their funds, continue to build more houses, and offer financing to home buyers. These housing loan receivables, in turn, are converted into securities or investment instruments and sold to the capital market. Through this process, fresh funds are generated to buy new housing loan receivables, provide liquidity in the housing sector, and create a sustainable housing finance system in the country. The National Home Mortgage Finance Corporation's high standard of performance and service is mirrored by the numerous recognitions and awards, such as the AAA Award as the Best Securitization of the Year 2009 at the Asset Asian Awards for its very first bond issuance, followed by the Innovative Listed Corporate Bond Issue of the Year 2012 Award, given by the Philippine Dealing Systems Holding Corporation for NHMFC's second milestone in securitization as the first ever retail mortgage-backed securities in the country. NHMFC also regularly revisits its processes to ensure continuous compliance with international standards and provide the best possible service to its stakeholders, proven by its ISO 9001-2015 certification from 2015 to present. As an active member of the Asian Secondary Mortgage Market Association, NHMFC is able to learn and adapt international best practices, giving birth to programs first of its kind and breaking new grounds in the Philippine housing finance industry. With NHMFC's continuous and tremendous efforts to pioneer new ways to promote affordable and sustainable housing, millions of Filipinos are able to enjoy a home they can call their own. Because NHMC believes that every Filipino deserves a home and it should never take too long.